Well, I was just informed we do not have Cody John yet of the Saskatchewan Rattlers, which is unfortunate, but I can fill some time for a while. I will ask you to transform your audience with powerful presentations from EMJ Marketing's elite speakers. Check out their website for more information at emjmarketing.com. And while we're at it, sports fans, sign up for the Rod Squad newsletter today. Stay ahead of the game with exclusive insights like my 10 Weekend Things column. It's the only place you can get it. Updates, contests, and exclusive content delivered straight to your inbox. Sign up for free today at rodpedersen.com. You know, it's funny. I think Darren and I were talking the other day. It was like the kiss of death. We were saying, it feels like there's nothing going on. No, that's not a fact. NHL 5 games tonight. We just picked those. They are full on in the home stretch drive in the National Hockey League. And we sit there and we hang on every word of the insiders. We do. And more than anything, it's just entertainment. Because they don't know. Nobody saw this coming down. Nobody. The defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers continued to be active. In the lead up to the NHL trade deadline, the Panthers acquired goalie Vitek Vanacek today from the San Jose Sharks for 25-year-old forward Patrick Giles. Vanacek was 3-10-3 in 18 appearances with the Sharks this year. Nobody saw that coming, and it's like the thing that drives me the craziest is we all, and a lot of times I'm with you on this, want to believe what we hear. And here's an example. If hockey's not your thing, how about the NFL? I was listening to this morning with Mike Florio and Chris Sims, and I know this to be a fact. They're talking about Shedeur Sanders and how some teams are souring on the Colorado quarterback, the son of Deion Sanders, because he's brash and he's arrogant. You didn't know that? Come on, you didn't know that? He's not a rookie. He's been starting in Colorado for multiple years. Your scouts could have told you that. So what they were saying is, the idea behind that is there's a narrative out there. Somebody's trying to make Shedeur Sanders look bad. Now, if you saw his interview at the Combine, the viewer here earlier asked who I thought was the best prospect at the Combine. I didn't watch 1 second of the Combine. I did see some of the interviews. And sure, Shedeur Sanders stood at the podium and said, yeah, we got haters. If we didn't have haters in the Sanders family, that's not everyday life. You see who my dad is? So he's confident. So the thing here is, with these teams in these, let's call them the situation rooms or the war rooms as they lead up to the trade deadline, no information, not only is no information getting out of those rooms with the general manager and his top soldiers, lieutenants, if there is any information getting out, it's false information to throw you off the trail. And we continue to get sucked right down in it. We can't get enough of it. I will say this, over the last couple of years, it really, really drove me crazy, really ticked me off. And I think saying drove me crazy is a good way to say it. I checked out for a while, and now I'm right back in it, hosting this show, talking about it, all the while realizing all it is a freaking bloody waste of all of our time. Because nobody saw this Vitek Vanacek trade coming down. Nobody. Colt in San Diego writes, and he says, did you see Curtis O'Rourke on the podium? No, I didn't. And it's, why are you saying O'Rourke? It's not O'Rourke, it's Rourke, right? Nathan Rourke, Curtis Rourke, can you please? It's not O'Rourke. John writes in from Winnipeg. He says, talk is cheap, but generally speaking, people love rumors, hunches, and all that BS. Oh, I know. I actually realized this decades ago. I'll say it to you now. Everybody loves a good rumor until they're the subject of one. Right? The National Enquirer made a living out of that. What was that guy's name? Mike Walker? He used to always sign off the end of his columns with, and how was your week? Larry King was seen having coffee with. Cheryl Ladd. Oh, my God. We do have some news you can use. See, I would rather deal with the actual news and dissect that instead of the what could have been. And while we sit here and wait for Cody John of the Saskatchewan Rattlers, and it's looking more and more like we're not going to have him, and that sucks. But news from the CEBL today, the Calgary Surge of the Canadian Elite Basketball League announced today that they are returning to the Scotiabank Saddledome to host their 2025 season finale. The Surge's final game of the 2025 season will take place Sunday, August 10th at 6 p.m. against the defending CEBL champion Niagara River Lions. Across the 2024 and 2025 regular seasons, the River Lions have won 2 of 3 games against the Surge. Both teams have qualified for the CEBL's championship weekend 2 years in a row. Last season, 12,327 fans showed up in the Saddledome to watch them. And by the way, there is news from the BC Lions today. We don't talk enough BC and Vancouver sports. BC Lions gentleman, I can hear. BC Lions general manager Ryan Rigg made an announcement today that Rob Ralph has been promoted to assistant general manager, as well as the addition of United States scout Will Ark. Ralph enters his 7th season with the BC Lions after spending the last 4 as the Leo's top Canadian scout. Speaking of high-level Canadian athletes. Okay, Cody John joins us. He's a GTA guy from the Saskatchewan Rattlers, and I'm excited to have him. Cody, welcome to the RP Show. We've never had you on. As you get ready for the CEBL season, how you doing, my guy? What's keeping you busy these days as you get ready for the new season?
Thanks for having me on the show, first of all. But right now I'm just in the UK playing right now overseas. So we got like 14 games left. So kind of just staying busy, staying in shape. And this is what's keeping me ready for the up and coming CEBL season for sure.
Well, all of us that follow the CEBL and the Rattlers specifically, our shows produced in Saskatchewan, saw the news release that you're coming back. And anybody that's followed the league, as they're now in year 6, you're in the top 10 all time for games played. I felt like you could have gone anywhere to play this year. Yeah, but you wanted to go back to the Rattlers. Why was that a priority for you?
Just like the relationships I built over there, man. And, Barry, Eric, and, Larry, the head coach last year, just kind of embraced me and just let me just kind of play my game, man. And hopefully this could carry on and we could get some more wins this year for sure. So that was it, man. They just embraced me. And they let me show like the level that I could play at a high level. So it was great, man. So hopefully to continue that this year and get some wins.
Well, I'll tell you, listen, I'm not just some guy doing the interview. I go to the games, I follow the league, and I saw you guys got off your best start in franchise history, and then, because guess what? Some guys hit the bricks. And I said to Barry, this is why I love your general manager, Barry. Well, Barry's an honest guy. I said, Barry, what are you going to do to make sure that doesn't happen again? He goes, recruit differently, which I think is really cool. Yeah. They're going to recruit differently, but they wanted you part of it. So speak about that culture and the plan in 2025 to get off to the best start and keep going the rest of the year.
The plan is just to, get guys that are fully committed for the whole summer, and I was one of those guys that played 20 games last year, and, there's more games played this year. So, I'm going to be there for all 24 games this year and, just staying the course and, just making sure we get guys that are going to be there the whole summer so we can build that chemistry, because it's not a long season. So we do need all 10, 12 guys the whole season. So, that's really key for us for sure.
You mentioned in the news release the importance or your desire to bring a championship back to Saskatchewan, which I loved. But I mean, when you guys convened for training camp, were those guys talking about bouncing in the middle of the year? I feel like it kind of caught you all a little off guard.
Oh, no. They definitely didn't, man. But, like things happen, guys are playing well and they obviously got other opportunities, which is amazing, because at the end of the day, they got families to feed and stuff like that. So if there's a better opportunity, we weren't mad at them or anything. We congratulated them, told them to take it. And, that's just a part of the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never did get that sense that your brass were upset at those players, but it wasn't an
Oh
ideal
no, not
situation. Now, you
exactly.
are in this era of sport. We're all in this era of sports where it's do what's best for you. We see it at every level. So for you to sign in Sask, having played in Eastern Canada before in this league, I'm interested to know. I mean, you said you love Saskatoon and the relationships and stuff, but what's the big difference between playing in the Eastern Canada versus Western Canada?
SAS, there's not like too much to do over there, man. So you kind of just really just focus on your craft and, just getting better every single day, and I really like that about Saskatchewan. I'm pretty a boring guy, so I like to be in the house and just work on my craft every single day. In Saskatchewan, I could do that. So I feel like that's where I took the jump this summer. And like I said, the staff, this is like one of the first staffs that really believed in me in the CEBL, and they just let me kind of just be myself. So it was awesome.
Oh my God. Are you telling me there's still loyalty in sports, Cody? Is that what you're telling me, right? That's pretty rare, man.
Barely. It's very rare. Very rare. So, that was really big. Like they showed loyalty, they reached out to me right away and they just expressed like, they want me to be a really big part of what they're trying to do this year. So, loyalty is huge for me. So
Well,
yeah.
and those are some good guys that you're working for. So that's very impressive to hear that. Your career is very impressive. Can you just tell our viewers where this great game of basketball has taken you? It's Mississauga is where you're from, right? It's been quite a road to get to the UK where you are right now.
Yeah. Yes. I'm on like my fifth year. Yeah. And I've been trying to get over here for a while because I've been working on getting my passport because my dad is from the UK and a whole bunch of stuff. So, I finally got it done. It's been a long journey. I played in a couple other countries, but, this UK is, it's growing. The basketball is really growing. It's taking a really big jump in the next years to come. So it's definitely a good market to be in for sure. So it's awesome.
And your college. Not too many people would know, Canadians anyways, that it's Weber State, right? Not Weber State. Talk about
Yeah.
your NCAA
Yeah.
time, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Weber State. Honestly, it was amazing, man. Weber State, they develop a lot of great guards coming out of there. Like, of course, like Damian Lillard, and there's a bunch of other names, man. So it was an amazing experience, man. It really showed me, how to become a man and, my work ethic every single day. The head coach that was there, Randy Ray, he pushed me every single day to be the best that I could be, man. So, the culture over there is like I carried on till this day. You know what I mean? So it was amazing for sure.
Well, clearly they did have an impact on you, but I get the sense that you would have been a success no matter where you went. I think they were just as lucky to have you. But as we wind this
Oh
interview
yeah.
up, Cody, give
Yep.
our viewers the best commercial for the CEBL and why they should get out to a game this summer.
It was the games were very exciting last year. Even though we never, did what we were supposed to do, but we play our hearts out every single game. We play exciting basketball, we play fast, and we we were just exciting to watch, man. And there's a lot of special players that you guys should not miss to come and see. So yeah,
Affordable tickets. It's like a mini NBA,
that too.
and the Rattlers have the best gear in sports. I love the forest green and the sand stuff. And you look up on the crowd, everybody's wearing it, man. You guys must lead the league in merchandise sales, I would think, right?
Maybe, yeah, for sure, man. Hopefully,
Okay, Cody.
it gets even.
Oh, yeah. Well, and pack that place. That's my personal goal, selling that place out and beating Calgary's record for attendance anyways. Just out of my own curiosity, what time is it where you're at, Cody?
Ooh, it is, I think, like 6:45.
Oh, that's
PM.
it? Okay. All right. I've never been over there, so I don't know about the time clock thing. But either way, I appreciate the time, man. Love watching you, and I'll see you this summer at SaskTel Center.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
Thank you. Cody John of the Saskatchewan Rattlers, one of the reasons that the league is so great. And we're big backers of the CEBL here. 902-518-3033 is the Progressive Insurance text line. Moose rejoins right after this, and we'll get to all your questions when we come right back here on Game Plus TV, streaming live and podcasting wherever the best podcasts are found.